This is the richest guy in the world from crypto, and you don't even know him.
Hi, my name is CZ.
He made over $60 billion, but his mom still called him stupid. Let me tell you his incredible story. Were you shocked that it got so big?
Yes, I was.
Binance and its CEO plan to strike a plea deal with the DOJ. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. They're citing sources. This is the world's largest crypto exchange. The CEO, Changpeng Zhao, is expected to plead guilty to violating criminal U.S. anti-money laundering laws again.
More than $1 billion exits Binance after the crypto exchange reaches a multi-billion-dollar settlement with the U.S. government.
Binance.com is embracing regulations all around the world.
There's a very strong need for exchange that want to operate everything properly.
We welcome anyone to look under the hood for our business. I think we run a very clean business.
This story is not about crypto and it's not about making money. In fact, CZ doesn't care about money. Look at his clothes.
Priceless.
He has no fancy clothes or cars, and he plans to donate his wealth to charity. The guy you see next to me is the most generous billionaire in the world, and I found him.
Hi, my name is Sam, and this is my story.
Sam has crazy hair. Sam is vegan. Sam sleeps 5 hours a night. Sam lives in the Bahamas with 10 roommates. Sam is 29 years old only, but Sam has $22 billion. And he wants to donate all of it to charity. But why?
Well, for many reasons.
So if this guy interviews Vitalik from Ethereum, I'm selling everything and never coming back to crypto. It seems to be a trend. He puts up Sam Bankman-Fried, then he interviews CZ from Binance.
We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear, it's Binance.
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 And the frugal billionaire story is a story that a lot of people like to buy into. So these guys are so smart that they use some frugal story, this humble billionaire story of donating all their money, living frugally, not driving nice cars, not buying nice clothes, not doing nice things, not enjoying your life, and just sitting behind a computer and making billions of dollars. I honestly find it very weird. And when I see someone who doesn't like to enjoy their life, doesn't like to enjoy their money, and doesn't like to spend it on nice things, they usually have some perverted mind in some other area that is like a cash hoarder from The Simpsons of, what's his name? Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, where they just hoard onto cash and they don't do anything with it. And then they use charity as a way to evade taxes rather than actually doing it for a good cause.
And I'm out here buying supercars, flexing, buying champagne, all this crazy shit. So why do you have such a different attitude towards money than these other rich guys? The reason these people are so f***ing boring and don't do anything fun like I do is because we have a different attitude towards life, especially females. People who spend money like me have a different attitude and different relationship with females than people who spend money like them. These people who advocate save, 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 save are banging sixes. You need to go to where the most beautiful women in the world are, and they are in expensive places. And you need to pull up in a car which is either superior to or on par with the other cars in the parking lot, which means if you're gonna go to Monaco and you wanna be talking to a Russian 10 out of 10, you need to roll up in an Aston or a Rari or a Lambo. That's what I am. So what am I gonna do? Stay at home and bang a six and save my money? No, I'm gonna roll up, come through, bam, champagne, bang, yeah, supercar outside, yeah, okay, 5-star, boom, 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 first class, because I'm a G.
So in this video, we're bringing you the truth about what's happening in the cryptocurrency market, bringing you up to speed on what's going on with Binance, and showing you how to prepare for events like this, because the markets, responded positively compared to what happened with FTX. When FTX took place, that was a disaster in these markets and everything was getting hit hard. Whereas we see Bitcoin rallying, the past 7 days. Ethereum's up over $2,064. XRP not really doing anything, but we're going to talk about what is the connection here with the new CEO, because XRP was approved by Dubai's Financial Services Authority in the UAE, and Richard Tang is working in UAE. And Richard Tang is the former Abu Dhabi financial regulator named as Binance's new CEO. Binance wins an operational license in Dubai. So is this just a coincidence, or is this all part of the plan? Here's the key here. Trust has to be rebuilt, as money flows off of Binance and onto, other exchanges, specifically decentralized exchanges that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit. But can Binance's new CEO win back the users' trust? Because yes, CZ has resigned as CEO of Binance after the company pled guilty to federal charges of money laundering and was fined $4.3 billion. And obviously this turn of events eroded confidence in Binance, but Binance responded quickly with the promotion of Richard Tang. So it was almost as if it was part of a plan, because, CZ said a while back that he would be willing to step down, and he was actually planning on stepping down, over a year or two ago. And so he already knew that this was probably coming. And Tang is a former head of the Abu Dhabi Global Market, the UAE capital's financial services regulator, and a past director of corporate finance at the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Now, here's what's interesting, guys, because on October 4th, just last month, Ripple said on Wednesday its Singapore subsidiary has secured payments license to operate in the city-state without transaction thresholds. And the license granted by the Monetary Authority of Singapore will allow Ripple to provide regulated digital payment token services. And it is one of 14 companies that are licensed to offer digital payment token services in Singapore. And others include the Singapore arm of Coinbase, the world's largest listed crypto exchange, as well as the Singapore units of Britain's Revolt and London-based blockchain.com. Now, here's what's interesting is the MAS, which is Singapore's central bank and financial regulator, has said it only grants licenses to cryptocurrency firms if they have robust anti-money laundering controls, and that most applicants have not been successful. And so Ripple said 90% of its business is outside the US, with Singapore and to a larger degree Asia Pacific being one of the firm's fastest growing regions alongside Dubai. So do you guys think this is just a coincidence, or do you think this is all part of the plan here? Because Richard Tang, the new CEO, his job to reclaim Binance's reputation is going to be a tough one. His first mandate will be to try to reconstruct the company's defaced public image. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. When you guys go to your Thanksgiving dinner, this isn't going to be much different than last year, because last time it was the guy with the weird hair. Now it's the Chinese guy. Travis Kling posted this on Twitter saying there's lots of chatter on the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, and rightfully so. BlackRock, more or less, is the US government. They've also received approval of 575 out of 576 ETF applications. One thing he'll say is there is no chance, zero chance, that this ETF is approved with Binance in its current position of market dominance. If this ETF is approved, Binance is either gone entirely or their role in price discovery is massively diminished. If Binance holds on to its current level of influence, no chance this ETF is approved. So this is a good thing of what's happening right now, and the markets are responding positively because we are in the bull run. Now, XRP, though, is still just slowly grinding upwards. You can see this 560-day period of consolidation since XRP dropped off the shelf of 90-something cents all the way down to the low of 28 cents of June of 2022. And it's just been trending upwards for 560 days. Now, if we look at something like Chainlink, Chainlink was trending downwards and consolidating sideways in this tight range for about 525 days. And then Chainlink sprung up and broke out of this range. Now, XRP has yet to break out of this range, but when it happens, it's going to be quick and it's going to be fast. But there is price suppression here, and there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes for you guys to understand as money moves out of Binance and into decentralized exchanges. Most of you remember DeFi summer in 2020 when you saw all the food tokens. You saw Pancake Swap, you saw Sushi Swap, and through Uniswap as well too start to take off. And Uniswap absolutely crushed it back in 2020. It went from $2 upwards of $40. And as you guys can see right now, Uniswap is just starting to break out. So this is a decentralized exchange that allows you to trade altcoins on Ethereum. Now, again, not financial advice. Don't buy, don't sell anything we talk about on our channel. I bring you the news and education so you guys can make your informed, educated, degenerate decisions without blowing too much money on those Lamborghinis that you want. But you do want to live a nice life and make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people, so you can do awesome stuff. So we got to get your money up, pimp juice, so that way you can go on more dates, you can do fun stuff, and you can buy those Lamborghinis that you want. But don't Lambo until you real estate, okay? We need to get you a property or properties so that way you can have, some garages to store your cars that you want, if you want cars. If you don't, you just want to do real estate. If you want to get nice watches and stuff, I'm going to help you do that. So here's how we're going to help you do it. We need to spot the narratives, and we need to know where the money is going to move, because XRP, is obviously one of the main narratives that's going to perform well long term, but the price hasn't been doing too hot while you see something like Chainlink or you see something like Solana start to take off. And so one of the main narratives out there is going to be DeFi. Decentralized finance is going to be massive. As you can see, Uniswap is far off away from its all-time high of $43, but it's sitting at a 3.6 billion dollar market cap, whereas something like you see Sushi Swap, sitting at $285 million, whereas Sushi Swap's all-time high, it's upwards of $20. So we're about 15 to a 20x away from the all-time high for Sushi Swap. Another one is Pancake Swap. This is a decentralized, exchange that's used on the Binance Smart Chain. It's also on Ethereum as well too. BNB, Arbitrum, Aptos, Polygon, Base. And so the all-time high for Pancake Swap is $40. It's sitting at $2 right now. Another decentralized exchange token, 1inch. 1inch is sitting at $379 million market cap. The all-time high for this project is upwards of $7, guys. So a lot of these projects right here that are going to facilitate a majority of the liquidity when retail money starts coming back into this industry is going to be facilitated through Uniswap. It's going to be through Pancake Swap, 1inch as well too, and Sushi Swap and Curve DAO. When you look at these tokens right here, these were the main movers of the last bull run. And sure, the narrative for this bull run is going to be, a little bit different. The movers of this bull run might be some new projects, and there will be a lot of new projects that are going to outperform a lot of these older projects, but these older projects that have 200 million, 500 million, 300 million, even upwards of what Uniswap has in terms of its market cap of $3.6 billion, they're going to do well because they've been expanding in the bear market as well too. And looking at something like Curve DAO, the all-time high was over $6. It's sitting at 57 cents right now, down 95%, even from when it launched. Upwards of $11. I don't think it'll get back to that, but anything's possible if we see $5 to $10 trillion flow into this industry over the next couple years by 2025. Now, I do want to warn you though, because there's going to be corrections coming. And a big correction is coming relatively soon. If we see Bitcoin push up higher, I believe it's going to come down in the short term before Bitcoin's halving, because right now you can see the fear and greed index creeping upwards of greed. Yesterday was 62 out of 100. Last week was 70. We're at 66 out of 100. And so what we need to look at right here is the charts comparing the total 3 to Ethereum, because Ethereum has yet to have a breakout because Solana is moving first. So like I said in previous videos, guys, the altcoins built on Solana, the altcoins built on Avalanche, and specifically gaming projects and artificial intelligence projects and even DeFi projects and real world tokenized asset projects and meme coins built on Solana and Avalanche are going to be the projects that are going to see the majority of the liquidity. But nonetheless, Ethereum still will do well. But I do believe Solana is going to perform better. But looking at Ethereum right here, we see this ascending triangle where you can see higher lows and this horizontal resistance right here. Once it breaks this horizontal resistance and holds it as support, Ethereum could rally and rally very quick. And on the left-hand side of the chart, you can see crypto total 3. This is the entire altcoin market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We see this resistance at about $450 billion. If the altcoin market can push upwards of 450, the next resistance is going to be at roughly $570 to $650 billion, which was the support around the complacency stage before the altcoins fell off a shelf, before the world's most humble billionaire commingled everyone's funds through Alameda Research. And so what would be the main catalyst for all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, to run? Well, it would be Bitcoin and Ethereum performing well, and then that liquidity flowing out of those two projects and into the rest of the altcoins. And when we look at Ethereum to Bitcoin's chart, the main thing that we need to see is Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. Now you can see this descending resistance right here on the RSI, the relative strength index, and Ethereum is at 38 on the RSI. So it's very oversold in comparison to Bitcoin. The last time we were down within this levels was June of 2022. Now, if Ethereum can hold this support at 0.049 to 0.05 right around here, and we could see Ethereum push up and break this descending resistance, then we will hear talks of the flippening happening of Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin, and we will see Bitcoin's dominance start to drop. So sure, in the short term, Bitcoin's dominance could continue to rise upwards of 57%, which would be resistance because it was support back in September of 2020. But then I would expect Bitcoin's dominance to come down at some point. As you guys see on the RSI, we're sitting at 64. So if we push up higher in the short term, eventually this will break this ascending support right here, and Bitcoin's dominance will drop, and it'll be full-blown part 2 of the bull run, alt season, with Ethereum running, and then that money flowing from Ethereum into the rest of the market. And it's already started right now, but just barely at the tip of the iceberg with Tether's market cap dominance. And what this means is during bear markets, people are selling Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all altcoins, and they're moving it into stable coins to basically preserve their wealth. And then they stake the stable coins on the centralized exchanges to earn like 5%, 8%, 10% APY, because crypto, it loses 70 to 99% of its value during a bear market. So why would you want to be in crypto if you're going to put 100 grand and lose $70,000 to $99,000 worth of your capital? So people put it into stablecoins. So as you can see right here, we saw Tether's dominance go from November of 2021, the end of the bull run, to we see it go all the way upwards of 9% from 2%. So it rose over 300%. So many people were putting money into Tether. So as you can see on the candles, we were making lower highs and we were making higher lows. And we just recently broke this symmetrical triangle to the downside. Now, simultaneously, we also broke the 50 SMA and the 20 SMA. And the last time that happened, all the way back here drastically, was in November of 2020. And when we saw Tether's dominance drop from 4.9% all the way down to 1.9%, we saw a massive altcoin rally. And so we're just at the tip of this right now. And Tether's dominance could have a lot further to fall. We could see it drop all the way down to 3.9 or 4%. We're at 6% right now. So that would be contingent on Bitcoin and Ethereum performing well, but then the dominance would flip over to Ethereum. And you guys have to be ready for that, because then all of a sudden you're going to start to see Ethereum altcoins performing well, Solana altcoins performing well, Avalanche altcoins performing well, even Cosmos, Atom, ATOM's altcoins built on those platforms performing well. And then by the end of the bull run, I would expect XRP to do something. Now, I do feel that XRP is going to be suppressed for the majority of this bull run until like the last 3 to 6 months. So it's going to piss everybody off for the rest of 2024. But then 1 month, something's going to happen and it's just going to spring. There's no guarantees there. But yes, XRP is one of my largest holdings. But right now, where I'm focusing my energy, I just have my bag of XRP that I'm holding, and I am buying altcoins that have strong narratives within the gaming space. So, quick disclaimer, yes, I do hold this in my portfolio. It doesn't mean that you guys should. And no, this is not a sponsored video by any of these projects, but this project right here, I think it'll do well. Star Atlas, it's sitting at a $50 million market cap, and it's sitting at 0.003492. And you look at the all-time high for this project, sitting upwards of 19 cents, even upwards of 23 cents, back in 2021. And so what is that? I mean, a multiple to go back to its all-time high. Even if it just performs half of that, the market cap for this project at this peak was $430 million. It's only at $50 million, guys. And when you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can look at a lot of different projects within the top categories. And one of the main categories that is going to drive the narrative this bull run is going to be blockchain gaming, play to earn gaming. In the last bull run, because I do a lot of keyword research and I look up these keywords and I see what's popular and what's not, play to earn gaming was one of the most popular keywords that people were searching out there because it's easy to understand. When retail money comes in the market, see, institutions understand complicated terminology in order to manage people's capital. But when retail money, the dumb money comes in the market, the later part of the bull run, it's hard to understand what all these projects are used for, because the majority of these projects aren't used for anything in real world utility yet. And, if you're looking at Cardano, do you even use Cardano for anything? Do you guys even use XRP to buy things? No. Do you even use Bitcoin to buy things? No. You're still using your credit card. You're still using cash. But one of the main narratives is gaming. Gaming is easy to understand for people coming into this space, and a lot of these tokens are used as in-game currencies for the platforms that they're building. So projects like IMX will do well, Render will do well, Axie Infinity will most likely come back. But there's going to be other low-cap projects that are going to outperform these projects. And when you see a company like Gala with $630 million market cap, there's some newer projects out there, that are building infrastructure where they have multiple games on them to perform well. So, Star Atlas, I think, is going to do well. Gods Unchained is going to do well. Nakamoto Games is going to do well. Veracity is going to do amazing. Games for a Living is going to crush it. Alien Worlds, UFO Gaming's, Myria, a lot of these projects, guys, are just going to grow with the overall market cap of this industry. And so, you don't have to be the best trader in the world to make money. You just have to position yourself at the right time. You have to understand what narrative is going to see the most liquidity inflow. And as you can see right here, top gaming tokens by market capitalization, the whole entire industry of gaming is only $13 billion. When you look at a project like Solana, or you look at Dogecoin, or you look at Cardano, Cardano's market cap is $13.4 billion. So one project has the entire market cap of the whole gaming industry, let alone through just one project. So that should tell you everything that you need to know. So when we go to the charts, this will also tell you everything that you need to know. We're breaking out right now. So sure, you're not getting the best price point, because it's tough to know if a project like, Star Atlas will go lower, but they were still developing in the bear market. And it's tough when a company launches during, a bull run, and you see massive liquidity from venture capital money come in, and it gets vested away, but then it gets unlocked and the markets are tanking. FTX is collapsing, Celsius is collapsing, Voyager is collapsing, all the money's exiting the markets. Well, of course they're going to sell a project, but if it can continue to develop and it can continue to come out with amazing products, like for example, this one, they were in talks about creating their game for so long and nothing came out until recently. And now, because the game is looking freaking awesome, we see the price up from 0.001 to 0.003. And so right here, most people don't know if the price is going to continue to fall in this falling wedge further to the downside, and the market cap is going to go down to nothing. So when we see a spring like this happens, obviously, it's not the smartest move to be buying into a project that's up 200 or 300%. You can wait for retracements before you find a good entry point for you. I'm not going to tell you to buy this project or sell this project. I just want to encourage you to look into blockchain gaming, because people like Alex Becker, and then you got all these other massive crypto people coming back into the space, like JRNY Crypto. He just came back after 8 months, and he's telling people, he's like apologizing for not making videos during a bear market. I've been here virtually every single day during the bear market, making videos, informing you guys of what's happening, and we've been spot on. The bull market is back. Sure, there could be some shakeout event coming, but you'll be ready for it, because you'll have money on the sidelines to see the liquidity flow back into this market so you can become wealthy. Because how you become wealthy as an investor is you follow the money. It's very, very simple. You don't have to be smart to make money. You have to follow the money to make money. As a surfer, right? If you're sitting in the wrong part of the ocean where the waves aren't curling and you're the best surfer in the world, you're not going to catch a wave. If you're a beginner surfer and you're in the perfect position where the waves are curling, you're going to catch a wave. Even if you fall and even if you make mistakes and you lose some money in some projects, that happens to the best of us. I've lost so much money during the last bull run. I lost a lot of money in 2017, 2018, because a lot of these projects couldn't hold it together. They couldn't deliver on their promises. But if you're well diversified and you position yourself with the right projects that do deliver on their promises, then the 1 to 5% of projects that you succeed in can make up for the 95 to 99% of projects that completely flop and fail. So if a project like Star Atlas does well, going up to 3 cents is a 9x, going back to the all-time high is a 60x, a 6,000% for this project. Am I saying that that's going to happen? Absolutely not. But anything's possible if we see trillions of dollars flow in with the ETF approval from BlackRock, because then that cascades to other institutions getting a blanket approval for their ETFs. And when that happens, you best believe that the media companies, which BlackRock owns, by the way, are going to start putting out positive articles to start pumping the markets, because why would BlackRock be diving in to create a spot Bitcoin ETF if they didn't want it to perform well? They manage nearly $10 trillion of income from institutional clients and wealthy clients. So they have an ulterior motive for Bitcoin to perform well. That's why Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, said this.
I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality.
Is it time yet for BlackRock to either trade in digital assets or digital virtual currencies, if you prefer, or to create a product for your clients?
We're not hearing any demand from any of our clients. We're not hearing clients saying that we want to use this as an asset class. No. We're hearing from clients around the world about the need for crypto. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
So when you guys go to your Thanksgiving dinner tonight, if any of your family members and your relatives try and talk negatively about crypto because of the Chinese guy from Binance, then you can send them this video and tell them to subscribe to the channel right now, because this is the demand destroying event that we talk about. They want to shake you out of your position so the sharks can eat. When there's blood in the water, the sharks attack and the minnows squander and they go hide in the coral reef, while the sharks and the killer whales enjoy the bounty of the feast. So I will see you guys on the next video. If you want to discover our top cryptocurrency gems and proven strategies to make money online without any previous trading experience, go to bullrunners.com. You'll get instant access to our Telegram group where we post this information first so you can see it before the YouTube algorithm pushes it to you, because by the time you watch this video, if you're not in that Telegram group, it might be too late, because when these markets move, they move fast and you have to be ready. And that's why we're backing up our truck all the way to the bank, grabbing the bags, packing them, stacking them, leaving no bags left behind, because the spending power of the dollar continues to go down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. And that's why blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies are going up in interest. That's the truth. And together, you know where we're going. We're going camping on the beaches of the moon. I will see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. As always, stay bullish.